fucking clap.
Oh, here's that 50 seconds. That our song. People know this is over. Hey, and we're back, guys.
Hey.
I know this is a little weird because we're not usually in our
we change our environment.
Our hollowed out volcano of a lair.
Yeah. Like caged apes. We're all up in the little tight space now.
Dirty apes.
We got the boot.
We did, but it's okay because, and Jamie, if you follow me, sir, we are broadcasting live from the castle, my friends.
Oh yeah.
You want to bring that up, brother?
Westminster, man.
Hell yeah.
That's what's
There
up.
you go. And we got a
Legendary
Jamie. You know what's sick though is
Legendary
like we have a Jamie like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, pull that up, Jamie.
Pull that up, Jamie.
Yeah.
Jamie, pull that up.
Except Jamie keeps us in line though.
He does, dude. It's pretty insane because it's like this has been such a long journey, and I just kind of want to take that real quick second because it has been amazing since like November to now, and now we're with Tellus and we're doing our thing. We got a new location. We got new guests coming up, and we got a great show planned for you guys.
It is beautiful. We got a new theme song too. You putting that Jamie theme song in there?
The Jamie theme song?
I don't know if we had a consensus yet on that. Like, was it actually accepted?
I like it.
Well, I like it too, but
We're doing it. It's on this one.
It's on this one.
That's what you heard.
Now it's just on this one.
You done heard the Jamie.
It's weird how it's you know how weird it is to have a live quote unquote pre-recording.
Yeah.
What is this?
No, that's live,
What
bro.
is this? When are they even watching?
This is the problem with
you
know. Listen, you always give up information that you don't need to give up. Like you can tell them we're pre-recording when this is supposed to be live.
We're starting so early.
We're
starting so early.
No, it just says 7 p.m. Sunday nights live.
It doesn't say live anymore.
I'm sorry.
It should say live.
It's our last show.
We're allowed to live.
They're gonna pay us out our last bag and tell us they're like these idiots. No more love.
How was your weekend, brother? How was your week?
Oh damn, yeah, because you weren't even.
I've been in Victoria
you've been in
the whole time.
Victoria. Wait. Let's start off with you, man. Because how's Victoria? The last time I was in Victoria with this guy, we didn't we steal a dock?
Yeah, we went crazy.
We stole a dock, dude. Like right by the Parliament building. It was weird. Like I don't know what happened. We had a satchel. I guess is that what you call it? A satchel. It's like an over the shoulder. It doesn't matter. But I'll tell you what. That satchel was filled with spirits, and we drank those spirits, and then we stole a dock. We somehow detached it.
There was just a rope on a dock that was sitting there.
And then we detached it.
We got a little bit out too far out in the ocean. It got a little scary.
It was a
And then
little
we
scary.
didn't have a
No,
paddle.
remember it was
We
the
didn't have a
whale
paddle.
watcher guys that were just like, hey, you guys need some help, and they're just trying to watch orcas, bro.
Yeah.
We're like, yo, we just need to get reeled in. Here, take this rope.
Yeah, we had to go back. We had to get help going back to shore.
You
Yeah,
literally
it's
can't
pathetic.
take us anywhere. We're like pushing 40. Like I don't.
Children.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that was the
children.
last time I was in Victoria. Right now,
Right.
I'm working at the castle, which was actually where X-Men, the first one, was filmed, and that's the X-Men castle.
Damn, I'm gonna bring this up right here, right here.
Yeah. It's dope. It's insane, and it's such a beautiful view.
For gifted children.
So I go to Victoria. Everybody's chill. It's relaxing. There's no traffic. People are chill, so chill.
Nice.
Everybody's relaxed. Everybody says hello. Everybody smiles. And then I come back to Vancouver this weekend. Crazy traffic. I get a speeding ticket for going 15 over, and then somebody breaks into my work van.
Oh.
It's like, welcome back to Vancouver, bro.
Hey, welcome back to Vancouver, homie. And that's what it is. You know what? I think it's the soccer mom band that you have. I feel like if you think about it like criminally for a minute. Not that because we're straight edge people.
Yeah.
Like we've never done anything illegal. So help me God.
Yeah. Other than tax evasion.
Okay, I was being really rhetorical. You know what?
White collar crime,
there, man.
You only do white collar crime, right?
Anyways, I think it's the caravans, man, because if you walking by that stuff, you think soccer mom, you're thinking nice suburban family, just got to be at least changing that.
No, the problem is the back windows aren't tinted. You know what I mean? I got a job box in the back.
So did they actually try to
They
get
couldn't
into
get anything.
that?
They just broke the window, and then they tried to get into my job box. They couldn't get into the job box, and they bounced.
Damn.
But they broke my glasses, so I'm assuming
They broke your glasses, like your prescription
Yeah,
glasses.
so I'm assuming
They were just like, yo, there ain't nothing in here.
Yeah.
There you go, buddy.
I'm assuming it was either the bully from Revenge of the Nerds
Yo,
or the BC Boys.
yo, my man's gonna be walking around with a tape on the in the middle, like in the
dude.
bridge.
Yeah,
You're gonna be doing that. You're gonna be that guy.
I can't even read.
I know, I noticed, man.
No, I mean,
I tried to talk to you in the group chat. You ain't be reading nothing, man. You be jumping the gun on everything. I like
can't
type, I'm
read.
like, okay, Joey, read the
That was
paragraph
That
slowly.
was before the glasses got broken.
Sound out your
I didn't
words.
have an excuse.
Holy smoky dog. Okay. My week.
How was your week?
My
Oh, you got
week
a
is
new,
not that
yo, you got a
exciting.
new tattoo. Can we see it?
Oh, you go for my niños.
Yeah.
Yes.
We will just throw it up.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
You've been talking about this for a while, man.
Yeah.
Tell us about the tattoo.
Yeah, so the QKJ, it seems like just like, you're playing Hold'em or something, but which would be great, 3 to have, I guess. But it's for my kids. It's, Q is Quinn, and the spade represents, this is the most wholesome I've been on this
I know.
show,
I love
on
it.
like 12 episodes.
Let's
But
keep it
anyways,
up.
the Q is Quinn. I think it's because Dave's here, dude. Like, he brings out another side of me.
Yeah. Dude.
Yes.
He's got a crystal in his pocket.
He's
right
got
now.
it. That's what I was referring to. I've seen that online, dude.
Okay, go on,
Straight
go
up,
on.
man. It's just crystals.
on.
Anyways, Q is for my oldest Quinn, and the spade represents nobility. So, like the heir to the throne. K is my daughter Kira, who's in the middle, and the heart represents clergy. Well, she's pretty like pure and like loves with purity and innocence and all that. So
course.
she gets the heart. Jeremy's the jack, but he goes by the diamond because he's a little diamond in the rough.
He is.
And this guy going through that crazy life I had to like this stability. He never, my oldest two saw some things that like my youngest guy, like he just experiences
Yeah. No, I
the
hear
total
that. I hear that.
different lifestyle, it's dope. Anyways, I want to
Oh,
get
yeah.
that, but then when I walk up on the street, they're just like, oh, look at that little MS-13 member, huh?
Yeah, totally.
What's he doing? What's with the, is that some sort of gang, huh?
Yeah.
No, it's beautiful. And
Nice to meet
Okay,
you.
I get pulled
The most-
over without the
the most-
tattoo
the most
here, or
humble,
here anyway, it
beautiful,
doesn't matter.
Loving man on earth.
I'm trying to, man. I'm trying
Love
to
it.
turn another path, I'm trying to not, choke as many people. Their, the elbows or whatever.
You ain't even good at that, bro. You ain't even good at that.
That's not true.
Stay humble. Be a beautiful man. Look
I
at
am.
you,
I'm
sexy
trying to.
bald bastard.
That's borderline. You know what? Let's segue into So, what do we have for sponsors today, Joey?
Yeah, let's,
Okay.
I think it's time for reads, ladies and gentlemen.
Before I say that joke, that's gonna get me canceled.
Yeah.
Let's say the.
You're always on the verge.
I'm always teetering, dude. That chopping block is ridiculous. It's
Dude.
like I'm like, whoa.
You're just adding
Dude,
more
dude,
onto it.
I literally was like, I think 8 minutes in is all we can garner before, it starts getting sketchy.
It's exactly 8 minutes, I bet.
Yeah, until we turn into monsters. 8 minutes.
Murderedly
So
early.
I want to get into this. You can't relate to this. So
What?
I want to give it up to Street Thug Barbers. They're out there helping out.
Oh wow!
Going out there giving.
Can we
the
just
homeless-
throw up right here the Bobby Burns of the show today?
You don't need them.
Dude, do you remember what he said last time? He was just like, dude, Jamie's like, I could see the tread marks from you guys throwing each other under the bus so much on the last episode.
No, maybe you do need it because they'll trim you up too. They'll do your face.
When
and
they
stuff,
trimming
too.
you up too?
Yeah.
Why don't you just get on with it,
Sound
buddy?
just like me. Okay, so yeah. Can I show a little bit of respect for some people that are doing some beautiful work? So they're out there helping the homeless.
Yeah.
They give the homeless people fresh cuts.
That's
Make
cool.
them look fantastic.
Yeah.
They're dope. And if you want to go see Cam, who does my fades, fixes me up. I know Dave was complimenting my hair. Thanks, brother. You want a sweet fade like this, or if you want, maybe he'll even pick you up.
Man, don't touch
He'll
me.
even pick you up.
Never ever, even
Go,
if there's a
go,
fire.
go to
don't touch
Victory
me.
Barber, see my homie Cam. He's great. He's fantastic. And then if you want, they got great merchandise. So anything that you buy off of him or whatever will go straight to Street Thug Barbers, just helping them. They'll bring sandwiches and stuff like that to the homeless too. It's not just cutting them up, but they're trying to help them out so they have like a little bit of a head start. Like you know, sometimes a haircut's all you need. Like
Yeah, I know
you
the
know,
feeling,
like,
man.
You see these before and after pictures.
Oh, it's awesome. It's so
Where
cool.
it's like somebody looks they're all raggedy and then they
You know, maybe we should just move on to the next monster.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so cool.
They get these fresh fades, man, and then just like they look like they could be walking into an office building.
This is true.
You know
what?
Taking over. They look corporate.
I can't relate, but I do.
No, you always look like
I want to
that.
empathetically try and feel through the feelings.
I was trying to get you to grow that out for Halloween and then just do the whole.
That's not even. I hate you so much, dude.
Because I know you got the side still, bro. So you can just V it up in the side.
Yeah, okay, pay me.
I'll pay you.
Because I'm not gonna do it.
I'll pay you.
Dude, to grow, it's not even. I'm not all bald, man. I got a Jason Statham.
That's what I'm saying.
What we should do?
He's got the Homer Simpson.
What we should do is
not
we
true.
should
Jason
create
Statham.
a viewer campaign to do it and get
Yeah.
donations
Oh,
to do it. That's
shoot.
Yo,
what
and any money that you donate towards him doing that will go to Street Thug Barbers. How about
I
that?
hate how
I
you
got,
guys
I got $100
volunteered
on
me
it
for
already. I
some
got
stuff.
$100 on it already. $100.
Jesus.
So if we can get, let's make an agreement. If I can get up to $500 by Halloween,
Yeah, fine. You ain't gonna do it though. So
I might even just throw $500 down, bro.
That's
okay.
fine.
You know what? Okay. Bet.
All right.
Okay, shake on it. Shake.
Yeah, shake it.
COVID shake.
Shake it. No, we're in the same bubble, man. Come here.
There you go.
Come here. You want me to kiss you? Shake my hand.
Don't.
Shake my hand.
Don't.
Be a gentleman. Okay, well, what are you promoting today?
I don't even want to say anything anymore.
Okay, that's it. Let's cut it.
That was
Let's
it for
cut
the reads. Okay.
No, wait. Hold on. Real quick. Galactic Entertainment came through again.
Oh my God. they
My
won't stop
gosh.
coming through. They
Let's
won't stop coming through.
dude. We've been plugging them so much. I'm like, Jason and his wife Tanya, hit them up, man. Galactic Entertainment. Here, all the information is just somewhere where I'm
Float-
doing this
float
stuff
around,
right here.
float around,
Oh,
yeah.
that's a good effect. Maybe I'll do that. And you know what? Hit them up because, like, dude, they're totally. You know, in this COVID, it's pretty wild in this COVID stuff. And, you know, there's a lot of like these mom and pop shops that are going down because there are the Best Buys, there are the Costco's, there are all these places.
Yeah.
Hit up Galactic Entertainment if you, for anything you need, you know, video equipment, like, you know, sound equipment. Dude, you need to do an underground,
Something like this.
underground, non-COVID friendly rave or whatever. I'm not saying go to them, but go to them.
Yeah.
And
But also don't do that.
Also, don't do that.
just joking.
Don't do
So
it.
the number's right here. You know, just call them or whatever.
They got everything. Anything for your audiovisual needs. And they're beautiful people. They're really
Yeah.
nice. Like, I couldn't be happier with what they've done for
Oh,
us.
they're great, man. I haven't seen their faces because they're totally about the COVID life, and they've
Super
always
COVID
been
friendly,
super
too, yeah.
COVID. Dude, I don't know what his wife looks like. I don't know what Jason looks like. I mean, they could be switching around people for all I know, but I know this. They've been hooking us up
They're
with
beautiful.
cameras
They're
and
beautiful.
equipment for the whole time. Anyways, that's a good for the sponsors, I think.
Yeah, let's go into an Emotionz video.
Yes, I would love to go into Emotionz video because guess what, guys? We got MC Emotionz coming up, aka Dave Nelson, aka the man of the hour, literally, because we only got an hour.
He's more like he's the man of the next 43 minutes.
the man of the next 43.25 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, Jamie, hit me up.
Yeah, pull that ish up, Jamie.
Yo, what up, Dave? How you doing, man? It's Potato Head. Yeah, sorry about the way on the beat. I guess we were smoking too much weed.
I'm offline, but I'm on course. Lawn mowing through the grass with the condors. Imitation isn't good for the art form. That's why I got sucker ass rappers on my dartboard. Used to being on tours with the encores. Off time did graffiti with the hardcores. No matter what, love is still the regimen. Thug to get you Benjamins, drugs to get you sentences. That's why my messages plug into the sentences. I'm trying to spread knowledge. I'm down to play the nemesis. I face my problems, I don't Facebook them. Letting go of my fears, I guess fate took them. Heights and views, the mics I choose. Why would people say they sold for some likes and views? Thoughts deeper than the ocean in the Mariana. I get deeper than the soldiers of the terracotta. Disconnected, I smash modems and travel more. My news feed see more bull than a matador. Just don't pay attention, no mind and zero mentions. Whatever happened to artists who in their own dimensions? I think I'm going offline. No offense, but if I cancel accounts, I'll spend time with the people that count. I think I'm going offline. Social media's a waste of time. Rather be present in the moment when I'm making mine. Right. Call a friend instead of text a brother. He said he tried to harder back, but then we miss each other. Only get to see some family on rare occasions. So when we do, it's a cause for a celebration. Music is medication, my form of meditation. We use art and dance to reach an elevation. Yo, I've been hella patient, waiting, accelerating, hurry up and slow down. Another revelation. If you bring the truth in, then rap is revolution. But if you ain't saying shit, well then it's just pollution. I got a good solution, seeing through all illusions. Think of my own decisions and make my own conclusions. So if you following, it feel kinda hollow, fam. Pretty soon we'll probably only hang out as holograms. Everything you have can leave in an instant, man. Life's a lot bigger than our pictures up on Instagram. I think I'm going offline. No offense, but if I cancel accounts, I'll spend time with the people that count. I think I'm going offline. Social media's a waste of time. Rather be present in the moment when I'm making mine.
Bada boom, bada bong, baby.
Bada bing.
Beautiful, beautiful video. So who we got here? We got Emotionz.
Hey.
Multi-talented.
Oh.
I don't know how long you've been doing this for. Like at least what? Must be coming on what? Over 20 years, 25 years.
20 plus years doing hip hop, man.
Yeah. Beatboxing, breaking. You've gotten into DJing. You've been a graffiti artist. You're doing all the elements, and you're a legend.
Yeah. But you know what I'm gonna say, right? Bringing in the 23-time world champion and everything.
That's just how he announces. Everybody gets lazy.
What are you talking about? I use different numbers. Anyway, that's the Emotionz, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey. Thanks for having me out, boys.
You know,
I love your chemistry together, and it's great to be on the new show. And yeah,
Yo,
happy to have you here, man. So that last video, that was filmed in the Middle East?
No, that last
that's
video
Asia.
offline, right before all the COVID stuff hit, actually.
Yeah. I obviously didn't watch it.
No, clearly not. Harley was in it
You
too.
can check it after, bro.
Dub G was
That's when you and Dub G went on that.
So I went with Dub G and a photographer named Xavier Walker.
Yeah.
And we traveled out to all through Indonesia and Bali and Lombok and Cambodia and a couple different spots in Southeast Asia. Got to shoot some videos, did a couple concerts, and just
what were concerts like out there?
And also not realizing that a global pandemic is about to hit.
It's about to happen. So you guys got
so
in right before it
lucky
happened.
to get in that great world travel and all that before all the changes.
What was your favorite show out there?
We didn't do too many shows. We maybe had like 3 or 4 performances.
Yeah.
But we got to perform at a graffiti store in Bali.
Yeah.
Which were just the real hip hop heads, you know. And it was in the rice fields, so there's a bunch of graffiti heads, and we had a barbecue, and there were these crazy little like mud chocolate milk colored ponds that they said we could fish catfish out of.
Yeah.
So with broomsticks and little things connected to them, we fished catfish out of these ponds and barbecued them up while doing graffiti pieces. And
Crazy.
wild,
You hit up a lot while you were around there?
it was really cool. Yeah. Actually,
Were you worried? Because like obviously you got to worry when you're a tourist, right? You don't want to.
Yeah.
You don't want to get busted doing something illegal in another country.
Indonesia got serious laws.
Yeah, cut your fingers
but
off or
Bali
something.
is very lenient on art.
Yeah.
And it's actually one of the art capitals of the world. It has the most kind of top artists of every field per capita than anywhere in the world.
Nice.
So like say,
Beautiful.
carving or sculpture or graffiti or whatever.
Lots
like,
of legal
you
laws
can
then?
find some of the best artists in the world of every kind on that little island.
Yeah. So
right?
you were very comfortable just going up, throwing up, doing.
Yeah,
some
the kind of the vibe. We painted quite a bit of graffiti and even tagged and stuff in Bali. The vibe there is like, if a wall or something in the middle of nowhere doesn't say "don't paint it," you
Yeah.
can kind of just paint it.
Yeah, and you don't want to
And
go
people
over.
love art and appreciate it.
Yeah,
so.
and you don't want to go over anybody there because you don't know who anybody is. It's not like in Vancouver where you're like, yo, I'm going over that wall. That guy's whack.
Imagine
It's kind of crazy because it's a lot of worldwide famous people.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Wow.
I'm like, oh damn, this is my favorite graffiti writer from Switzerland right here. or this guy from New York's out here, or, oh man, these German guys
That's
made it
awesome.
out. Yeah, so I knew a lot of the writers. It's like like I said, some of the best. There's a graffiti festival there, and they make a whole neighborhood. It's called Canggu, and they make the whole, like, there's a whole neighborhood of top to bottom warehouses full of graffiti, and some of the best writers from all around the world come out.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, like imagine if it was like, you know, a place like that. It's like a hip hop haven.
Yeah.
You know, we don't get that a
Yeah.
lot anywhere else in the world.
Yeah. Bali's
You
just
know?
an art, music, spiritual haven.
Wow.
Anyone who gets a chance to go there.
Right, yeah,
suggest
yeah.
it.
And you got it in right before COVID.
Yeah, so right before COVID, and we shot some videos out there, and I
You
put
must have felt
out,
blessed
put
coming
out my
back and just
Gems
being like,
album.
I got it in.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, for
not
real.
knowing how special that time to be traveling was, you know. Yeah, then we put out the Gems album and came out with a vinyl and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that was kind of, musically, the same thing with that. I'm glad that I didn't get stuck without a project during the year of COVID. or
Right, yeah.
the
You
last
were
year.
you writing the whole time you were traveling around? Like, is that where you wrote the Gems album?
No, it was already done.
It was completely
So,
finished.
so we were starting to
You were
tour.
kinda touring.
I was trying to do
Okay,
a world tour, and I was going to be playing in
Right.
Amsterdam and New York and LA and different places. But when that came, it was like, all right, guess
Yeah.
we're staying home for a year, but do what
Yeah.
we can from here, kind of thing.
Well, that's why I
Sure.
got it mixed up. I was like, oh, did you do that in the Middle East? Because you actually got out of the country during.
Yes.
The pandemic.
So a few months ago, in 2021, or
Yeah.
early January, my cousin Dave, Crazy Dave Jackson,
Yeah.
surprised me with a Christmas gift of a trip through the Middle East, through Iraq,
Yeah.
through Turkey and the Royal Emirates. And I was in the middle of writing a book about travel and about my touring and stuff.
Right.
So I was like, wow, what a cool way to end the book and write my last chapter.
Yo, for
And
real.
it was before all the new travel restrictions of like no travel and the mandatory hotels and the $2,000 fine and all that. It was
Yeah.
when it was just suggested, hey, unless you need to, don't travel, right?
Yeah,
But this
sure.
is what I do for a living, so I kind of need to do this. you
So
know,
what was
it
in-
like?
In
Yeah.
a sense.
I want to know what it
Yeah.
was like traveling outside of the country during a pandemic. Like, I know you guys were talking. You did a blog about it, right?
Yeah. So we did a vlog. You can see that on my Instagram page.
Yeah.
Which you can put the link here.
My guy.
yeah.
That's what's up.
Dude, there he is.
Yeah, on my Instagram, I got like stories of all the different places we went, and
Yeah.
it was a crazy time to travel. It was we did 6 COVID tests during, everywhere we landed, we had to have a within 48 hours.
What was
thing
that like? Is that the
to
one that
land.
they shove right up your nostril?
Yeah, it goes pretty deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard
There's
it's
that one
painful as
Tales from the
hell.
Crypt episode where they do the mummy all the way up.
yeah,
Remember that? It was kind of no. I'm
It's
just
wild.
It's not too bad.
So after
I saw a bunch of MMA fighters get it, and they were like crying and stuff.
No!
Really tough dudes. I think were tougher than me. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you should've
And then I
been-
got it, and I'm like, when am I gonna cry? Like, it's not too bad, man.
On the 6th one, you're all experienced. You're like, don't worry, I got this.
I got
Yeah,
it.
anyone who works on set, like extras and film people, have had like 75
so
tests.
many.
Yeah,
dude.
Lindsay
So
used to
far.
do that-
Yeah,
who
yeah.
Still does her.
My ex, she has to do it too. Old folks
Yeah.
home, so she gets them all. Well, no, she got the vaccine actually. She
Yeah.
got it's like
Lindsay
2
who does
shots.
Lindsay who does our logos and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
all the
it-
graphics
She
and
gets
web
once,
design,
She gets
yeah.
once a week. Every
Yeah, it
single
was a
week.
crazy time to travel, but so blessed as I've traveled a lot of my life.
Right.
And this last year, 2020,
Sure.
was like my least travel ever.
Yeah.
And it was, it was a crazy feeling.
Dang.
On top of, a lot of things going on in the world, people being sick,
Right.
money down, depression up, suicides up.
Yeah.
It was a tough year for a lot of people.
Real, man.
So I felt really blessed. I always feel blessed to travel, but this year I felt like, wow, no one's traveling right now.
Yeah.
Like this was pretty
So
lucky.
let me
And,
add-
I was going through like Kurdistan and Iraq and Turkey and just different places I'd never been. So it just felt really, really special.
Yeah, no
So,
doubt.
I mean,
bro.
So traveling through those places, I don't know, like immediately you think the Middle East, and then you have this idea of how it must be like a little bit messed up, and like maybe as someone like us, me or you would be, any of us would feel uncomfortable being an outsider.
I don't know.
Did you come-
I'm like beige.
But-
I'm good. I think I just look, hey brother, and then
No,
like we're good.
No.
No? Okay.
But what did you come across any of those moments, or is that totally like a media hype?
To be honest, I was a little worried of that, and when I've been studying the Middle East and where I was going to go for a few years.
Right.
Same with my cousin Dave. Kurdistan in Iraq is like an autonomous state
Yeah.
within Iraq, so
Okay.
it's different. It's very pro foreigners, and Canada
Yeah.
pro Western and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It was
Yeah.
very welcoming. you know, and their culture was beautiful. And then our whole trip there was like 3 weeks, I think it was 3 weeks. Not one person against us, not even a stank eye.
Yeah.
Really?
Every single restaurant, tea house,
what?
shisha spot, everywhere.
I'm shocked
People were
just 'cause
like,
I don't know.
Wow,
Like,
thank you
yeah,
so much
yeah.
for being here and checking out our culture. And
Right.
yeah, it really
Yo,
was
and that's what's
beautiful.
up, man. It's like Philippines, man.
And it was great for me, like you said. We grew up watching Desert Storm and crazy
Yeah.
wars
And
on
to this
TV.
day,
but
it's
it's all
kinda like
propaganda, dude.
The spirit
You know,
stigma
those-
went against the Middle East.
those
make us
images are
think
deep
it's-
into your head,
Oh,
right?
sure, but
yeah,
like, you know,
when you go there and see someone walking their dog or
Yeah.
walking their baby in a stroller or just eating an orange or doing like normal life stuff, hey, how's it going? It's like, wow.
I feel like
everyone's
we're
normal.
like kind of in a bubble out here because I watched like a recent podcast with Frank Grillo,
Mm-hmm.
and he was, I don't know if you know who Frank Grillo
No.
is. Okay, he's just like,
Oh, yeah.
you know what it is, right, Jamie?
Yeah, he's
so
great.
I'm not putting him up right here. If this is Frank Grillo,
Why are we giving that guy
are
credit?
seeing
No,
it.
no, take it down. Take it down. Hey,
Anyways.
take it down. He ain't doing nothing
So,
for us, man.
anyways,
Forget
it's
Frank
very
Grillo. I didn't even
presumptuous.
look
He
him
doesn't
up.
know what
I'm
I'm
not even
saying.
gonna Google him.
So, anyways, so Frank Grillo, he did this
Stop saying his name.
movie recently where it was in China, and it was one of these Chinese filmmakers. I forgot his name, but he's getting big now. I'll throw it up. But basically, he played an American. So it was like a Chinese propaganda movie in a sense, right? So there's this like in-depth conversation of like, the guy was going on Vice or whatever, and he's just like, do you know what that one line that you said translated it to in Chinese? And he's like, I'm pretty sure I got an idea, and he's smiling, right? And it was something to do with like, Americans are more superior and your race is inferior, but the line in English was like completely different. It was just like, because guys like me are gonna, and guys like you, but it was like totally ambiguous.
Lost in transition.
Exactly. And my point is like, he even said, like, he's just like, all these movies, all the Arnie movies, all that, it's all propaganda. But like, we look at it in more of a playful. Exactly. When we're doing it in a playful sense.
Yeah.
If you take it to heart, but it's just like a lot of us don't actually know what because our skewed perspective, like in North America, of like when you go to certain places, like, oh, am I gonna die? But you're not. You're gonna be fine for the most part. I mean, there's some truths in it. and
Yeah, you
stuff.
still got to play it careful.
You still gotta play it careful, but I mean, there's some truths in it. But I mean, like for the most part, it's kind of
There's better
like,
ways to
yeah.
learn about the world than media, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
especially an Arnie
Read
movie.
some books,
Arnie movie.
Google some stuff.
Even online, like there's other travelers, and you can look for like timeline wise. So what I did, everywhere I was going, I seen travelers there the week before.
Right.
I even knew which restaurants are closed when I got to places in the Middle
Crazy,
East. You know what I mean? Hey, this place just closed, but it's awesome. But go to the other place now because it's open. Like you could watch who was just there a few days ago.
Sure, yeah.
So if you want updated knowledge, you can, just kind of find wherever you're going and wherever you want to travel
Straight, man.
to.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
That's pretty crazy. You had some stuff. I saw something in the Philippines one time, didn't you?
Yeah, I traveled through the Philippines.
Dude,
and
that's-
went to
I love that
Boracay,
place.
which is one of the most beautiful places
Yeah,
ever. Best
for
sunset
sure.
I've ever seen, and spent a little time in Manila and went to
Did you
some
go
of
to
the hoods
Davao?
there, like Quiapo and
Oh, damn.
yeah, so some of the serious neighborhoods there. It was beautiful though. Some of my most favorite people.
And you didn't get kidnapped. That's crazy.
No kidnappings.
I'm
no.
just playing.
The only place I've ever been robbed in my life is Vancouver.
Multiple times. Yo! That's an air horn. Right now.
For real. My house
For real,
was
though.
broken into here, cars,
Yo.
bikes stolen.
Joey's just talking
jacked
to
on
you,
the
yeah.
street with weapons. Like,
Dude, I'm a straight up
Vancouver,
I've
bro.
traveled 25 countries, third world countries, things all around the world. The only
Yo.
place I really have ever been messed with is Vancouver.
That's jokes, bro.
I still love it, but
You
I'm
gotta
just saying,
show
I'm not
love.
making that up.
No, it's
No,
good.
but no, when I went back home, so I'm only half Filipino. I speak a couple dialects. I went back, and it was crazy. I was a kid, but I still remember it vividly, like it was yesterday, and it was beautiful. The village my grandma was raised in, like all the doors were unlocked, and you just come in, everybody
Nice.
just feeds you, like, who are you? It's okay. Are you hungry? And it's
right.
amazing, man.
Beautiful vibe.
So you got to experience like this crazy thing that not a lot of people. It's a once in a lifetime thing. You went across all of Asia and did all this sort of
That's
stuff
beautiful.
and brought music to their hearts and souls, man. That,
you,
my
brother.
friend,
Yeah.
I respect you and salute
Thank you so much.
This is
I
great.
feel like we should bring it back a little bit and do a little rewind.
Oh, I love the rewinds. Rewind time.
Because a lot of people watching this don't know like where it all started from.
And where we know you
and
from
you're a legend in
initially.
Vancouver, like within Vancouver.
Yes,
you're a legend.
sir.
Thank you so
Oh,
much.
you want to start at Fourth World?
Yeah, we gotta
Let's
start a fourth world.
world.
We gotta start a fourth world.
Fourth
there was like
fourth
I feel
world.
like you guys might have been one of the first to have like that Vancouver U.S. connection through Fourth World Occupants. And touring along the West Coast.
I didn't even know there's Americans in Fourth World.
So let's start with that. Like, how did you guys make that connection in the first place?
So in the mid to late 90s, I had a rap group here that I was in called Fourth World Occupants.
Yeah,
and we were more like a hip hop collective. Like we had every element.
Legendary.
We were doing a lot of shows and freestyles and battles and all the hippity hoppity things. My boy Deps was in the group, and also my boy Lace, who was really good friends of Deps and his family, like growing up from childhood. He was in Seattle. So we had this Seattle connection. And once we kind of like, you know the king of Ant Hill, you've heard that? Like once you're the king of your little neighborhood, it's called King of Ant Hill.
Yeah.
You know? So once we were like the king of our little South Burnaby neighborhood or Kitsilano or the best freestylers around our 50 block radius, we had to break out of
You're
there.
like, I need more.
Break out.
So we'd go to Seattle and it was like, holy smokes, we're not even some of the best dudes. We're like lower down. And all of a sudden we're getting, you know what I mean?
Yo, for real.
Shined on in ciphers and
Yeah.
like, whoa, hip hop's advanced out here. And just had that connection. Also, it was pre 9/11. So the border was like, I went sometimes where they just wanted us to show the passports through the car.
Yeah, they don't even
Like that we had them. They didn't look at our names or anything. They just went, you guys are going for the weekend? You got passports though? Yeah, man. Okay, cool, go. Yeah. So we're like, it was just so, we could get to Seattle in 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah.
With the border and everything. So there used to be a lot quicker flow.
Yeah, before they were like searching butts.
Like on a Friday night at dinner, you could be bored and go, should we hang tonight in Seattle?
Yeah.
And be there by 9 or 10.
Instead of lining up for 3 hours.
So in high school.
Where are you going?
Yeah, so in high school, other people were rhyming at like local house parties, and I was getting my butt whooped in ciphers in Seattle. Like LA guys and like.
Probably help you step your game up.
It did, yeah. So that connection with Fourth World in Seattle started then, and I know there's other people from here who had connections to out there. Yeah. I know AA crew, like the graffiti crew. They would paint with DDS and some Seattle writers, and there was always that connection, you know.
Yeah, and
but even like my breakdance crew growing up, Body Language. I think one of the reasons they really excelled in breaking even was Massive Monkeys and all the really good b-boys in Seattle. Just having that. For the big comps, they're going to come up and try to win the money, or we know when we want to take it to a higher level.
Well, it's also like super easy to travel along the West Coast.
Yo, what was that? What was that border on the border? Funky Planet, was it?
He had those clubs that used to be on the border.
Right on the border, there was battles there too.
Yeah,
and we would me and Vanoni like. Shout out Sean. I haven't seen him in a minute, but that was my first rap group. It was Rhymes affiliated, and we go down to Funky Planet. It's also hazy now. But that's where like you got to have that connect with like both sides. Yeah. A lot of crazy things happen there, things I can't say on a PG rated show. But the parking lot was lit.
Yeah. that Vancouver Seattle connection. Anyways, it came from Fourth World. Lace Cadence was a part of Fourth World and was also lived in Seattle. So he was kind of our link. And then he had a crew called Elevated Elements, which was with him and Macklemore and a few rappers out there.
Right,
and that's how we all linked. And then started 20604, which is the two area codes connected, right? And
because I remember that you guys bringing them up here, and you guys are going down there. And like that was like
so
the first,
cool too.
That's the first, like I know it happened before, but that's the first time I experienced.
Yeah, and then we started just bringing as many of our friends from there up as we could, right? Yeah. Outside of Elevated Elements, we brought up A-Sun or Germs, Gabriel Teodros. 500 Years, and just some of our favorite Seattle groups we'd start bringing up here.
That's so cool,
which is so sick. Like, and that also like that when you throw like kind of slip it in, like it ain't no thing, the Macklemore thing, because he blew up like crazy, but it's just that's insane too. I don't know how many people know that about you. That was your that was like part of like your old crew and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
That's an interesting fact.
All these dudes, all these guys are like become like kind of poppy. Most of them come from like
well, of course
source,
they do.
you know,
Like, you
so
gotta
they're built
start
up from
somewhere, man.
But you look at Macklemore sometimes, and you're like, that doesn't seem like an underground rapper to me. But then you hear old school Macklemore, you're like, hey, dude.
Then when you hear where he came from, you're like,
Dude,
he put in his work.
I could say that stuff about Kid Rock, man.
Yeah,
you
same
remember
thing.
what he was before?
Yeah, or
like,
Aloe Black was an underground rapper.
Aloe Black,
right?
that's
like,
a
I Need a Dollar,
good
Aloe
one.
Black, and like he was underground. Their group was called Emanon.
Emanon,
I think. Yeah,
crazy.
But he was like a
schooling me right now.
pretty lyrical rapper, and now it's just like soulful,
So
singing music,
beautiful.
right? Which is
I
beautiful.
love it.
Same with Mayor Hawthorne is another soul singer.
Mayor
I heard
Hawthorne.
he used to rap. And
Oh.
it was like,
I'd love to hear me
not
some
that
old-
great, but he's awesome at singing, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, just keep singing.
Yo,
bro.
when you say somebody's not that great, I'm like, okay, dude, if like Dave said it.
I don't know. I haven't heard it. I'm saying he's an amazing singer. I bump his shit all the time.
Stick
I
to
don't know
Green
if
Eyed
I
Love,
need a
bro.
Mayor
Stick to
Hawthorne
Green Eyed Love.
rap. I don't need his rap album, man.
I
want
want-
he sings like
I
a
want to hear
bird.
those breakup songs.
This guy, like coming up, it was just like, that was what you aspired to be, was like in, I think we're like roughly the same age too, but I think it was just, I was so behind, I felt, I think it was just really hard on myself, but it was like, that's what you aspired to be. So like, when we didn't share the stage, but I was in the smaller room at Toxic Tuesdays at the Spanish Cultural Center.
Wow, yeah.
So it was like, you were always in the bigger stage. It wasn't just that show. There was a couple more that I was always in the. I almost swore there. I kept my cool,
Good catch.
tell us. But I was always in the smaller room.
Props every time.
You're almost in the one room.
So I was always in the little room, but I was like, I could always see your ass like on the. I'm like, whatever, James, like this, and then I do window low, but like nobody gives it back. It's fine.
Connecting hands through the window from the glass venue that was performed in.
hoping that you can.
You can see-
Remember that underwater aquarium glass venue we performed? No, I completely
do
don't.
not.
Out of
There's no way.
all the time you're going back and forth from Seattle, what was your favorite Seattle
Okay.
moment?
That's done.
Whoa, favorite Seattle moment.
Now it's.
I went with Macklemore and Elevated Elements and Lace and a bunch of my homies and Fourth World and stuff to a big concert in Bellingham, actually. I think at the University of Washington or at some stadium. And it was Souls of Mischief and Farside.
What?
Late 90s. And then they both performed and then they came out together and did a song together and said that they were making a group called the Mighty Python.
Yeah.
What?
Together, which I don't think
No.
ever came out.
I never heard of it.
Clearly not.
But we were at the concert where they announced it.
Dang.
And then we were all like, it was kind of the spawning of our 20604 and Nap's crew and stuff. We were like, okay, like all these groups are uniting into bigger super groups.
Yeah.
We should do this too.
Oh, that influenced you to make it.
So we were already doing stuff together as crews, but we're like, damn, if Souls and
If these guys
Farside
are
are
doing
making a
that,
super
yeah.
group, like we gotta
yeah,
make our
yeah.
shit,
Get
like,
your super
really
group on.
because those are like our two favorite groups. You know? Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh right. So that's where I was going. That stuff with it, sponsors, all that sort of stuff. Agriculture. That was like a what's his name? Waylon, right? Wayman.
So agriculture was actually owned by and ran by Dave Jackson, who I was saying who I just went to the Middle East with.
Okay.
Yeah, and who I've gone all
Crazy.
around Southeast Asia with. So he booked me for all those original agriculture shows and those raves back in the day.
Dude,
and all those
they were
parties.
sick, though.
Yeah, they're amazing. And Wayman was one of his homies who was a rapper. and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I only ever knew Wayman like that. I guess that was like my into like those things.
Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to bring up, which is your battle career. And the reason being is because I wasn't in the same, like I was battling, like doing my thing like Kids Pub and like all the Alexander
Yeah.
7.
Cool. Yeah.
What was the White Sand, or was it something like that? Anyway,
Purple Onion.
Purple Onion,
Yeah.
right? So
I got that from White Sand.
the one that you were
thought-
in. Do you remember Big Daddy Entertainment? And it was Scorch the Mic. So you were in the one ahead of me. I was in the one I came in after. I was like,
Oh, he's looking through that window.
the window, the Dave window. So I saw you, and yours was the year prior. I did the year after. You battled what's his name? Langdon Auger. That was the most epic battle.
It was really
I
good.
thought
Really
he
good.
won though. I don't know.
I think Dave would agree. I think you actually mentioned on a podcast back in the day, you're like, I've never lost 10, and then you're like,
except for
It's my
Auger.
on paper, it's my one loss.
Yeah.
Props to him, he did a good job.
Yeah,
He did. Oh no, I'm not saying he didn't do a good job. I think, or maybe I'm biased because I'm like sitting.
Battling was
the
really
window.
fun, man, for just getting your stripes up and getting your confidence up
for
and
sure.
getting better at performing and things like that.
Yeah.
And then when I was kind of over freestyle battling, written battles came out. So I did a couple of those KOTD.
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
ones,
Well,
which
you
is
were
like
hosting too,
That's
though.
a different sport too.
Yeah.
I was hosting
Yeah.
them, but it made me want to try that sport out.
Right.
What if you get 2 months to write about a dude? You're gonna come
Hell
up with some
yeah.
different stuff than freestyle.
You got homework. You got to do your homework, man.
Emotionz type of dude that'll just battle and win everybody and win so much that he's like, you know what, I'm just gonna host this now.
They become future from.
Yo, I want to say your battle against Mr. Fab is
Nice.
one of the nicest complete performances I've ever seen.
We'll put that in the
Sick.
comments. Yeah,
That's,
or in the
was that
bio.
one
The bio.
After I battled JC, or
That was the one.
JC Subliminal.
That was the one in
Yo.
that was the one in Calgary, I think.
FLO.
Oh, what did I say, Mr. Fab?
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
Fuck. Sorry.
So that's one of my favorites too.
Hyphy movements down there. What can I say?
Yeah, he's a stand-up comedian. So I chose him to battle because I thought he'd be really funny.
A little bit different.
FLO.
Dude, FL I remember, dude, like straight up, like after Emotionz first round, he just goes, he's like, damn, this white boy took like some Red Bull or some shit.
Dude, I did my sickest rap. I did the craziest. Didn't even know about it.
Yo, I knew you
miles per
did.
hour, dissing him everything,
Little
and then
bit
when
of
it's done,
dubstep,
everyone
little
goes,
bit of
yeah. And he goes, this motherfucker drank a Red Bull. Sorry for the swear though.
Okay, guys, those are our 2 swear words.
We're gonna beat
So yeah,
No, we beep them out. It's
but
fine.
you could check the battle with me and him right here.
I'm saying, there you go.
You know what I'm saying?
He's doing his
But,
thing.
that was a funny event, and
I've seen them
I got to
stuffs.
a point where you can use your words how you want, man. You could
Yeah,
make
man.
someone's day, or you could ruin someone's day. So as much as I
100%.
love the sport of battle rap, I just kind of grew out of it.
Yo,
I
but
think it's funny when we make fun of each other. I think like how you guys do. You
we
know what
make
I mean?
fun
Like,
of each other
Yeah.
for a living.
Yeah, just busting each other and having that good chemistry, like how friends do is cool, you know. But when it goes beyond to like, you know, saying each other's mom's names or like,
So
your wife,
Digging into somebody's sister's history.
we've had that
or really
conversation.
digging deep to try to
Seems
hurt
weird.
somebody.
Seems
It's
Well,
not
that's the
really
thing about
a
the homework
craft,
thing,
man.
though. Like,
I'm not
you're-
really trying to be into that.
Yeah, no, I
You're
do
doing
that.
your homework enough that you could find these things out. Like you watch the Pat Stays and like all these other the Corey Strones. Like these guys, like dang, like you really dug in deep, man. To really hurt this person, and their family. And I've always had this conversation with Joey. As much as I love battle rap, I'm also very like hairpin triggery, like and I used to fight a lot back in the day. It's like I couldn't get past it to that point.
Yeah, it's hurtful, man. People
I wouldn't, and then call me immature or whatever. It's just like no.
And
We went from like I came from an era where there's a DJ and he spins a beat, and I have to, and if anything, if anybody, he's been to a bunch of my
Also, how much
battles
tolerance
too, right?
do you
Like,
have just to watch people yell in each other's
I
face?
can't. I
I
really
watching it
can't.
all
I like listening to music that makes me feel good, or
Exactly.
think of something new
Thank
that I
you.
haven't
Yeah,
thought of, or
you know
get
what
my
I'm
mind
saying?
off
And
of
you've been
other
making a
100%.
lot of that. You've
You
been
know.
making a lot of that lately.
I love all this. Speaking of
thank
that,
you.
maybe that's a good segue to complicated before we bring it back and conclude this interview with, my main man right here, looking through the window.
See him?
MC Emotionz.
Dude,
Do you see me in the small room?
So-
Do you see me in the small room,
I
son?
can't see.
You gotta
It's
do
all
it.
fogged up, man. I can't see through
Dude,
it.
I knew
I
it.
told you, stop with that hostile.
Put it on the
Not
complications.
too much tea. So, I want to bring it back again to your solo career when you first began. I know we talked on a podcast, and I get a little faded on those podcasts. It's a little bit misty, right?
Yeah.
So,
no,
but there was a couple stories that really stuck out, and one of them was when you went down to record an album with DJ Quick.
Yes.
Oh,
And
shoot.
can we go through? Can we start from the beginning?
We'll
of
do
how-
that first before complications.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, just let me know.
I
I forget how the story went down, but I just remember being in such
Yeah,
an amazing
now
story.
You know what?
In 2002, I linked up with DreamWorks Records and got a demo deal. Basically, so I was in Vancouver and made an album called The Book of David. Gave them that album, and then signed a record deal with them. Long story short, they wanted me to have more of a commercial sound, or said like my choruses, like I wasn't singing enough or things like that.
Yeah.
I knew a great group in Seattle called Clockwork at the time, who had really good bridges and choruses. They sang and rapped as fast as me and just kind of had the whole package.
Yeah.
So I teamed up with them and said, hey, you want to do this together? And we did it. So we signed a deal as Clockwork with DreamWorks in LA, and DJ Quick was our producer for the project. So we went out to LA for, I think, 5-6 months and just recorded a bunch with
Long
him.
time to be in LA.
Damn.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
We got cribs. We
got settled in.
We moved to Burbank.
Yeah, that's
and,
more than enough time.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
That was
and just working in some of the best studios in Hollywood and kind of doing things.
So was it? So it's different
on a
studios
grand
all the time.
scale.
It wasn't just DJ Quick studio, but was he producing?
No. Like we'd go to Quick studio that he had at his house, his
Yeah.
personal studio sometimes.
Yeah.
But where we recorded was in like Studio Pacifique, which is in Hollywood. Marvin Gaye's studio.
Oh, dang.
His old studio spot in Hollywood.
Nice.
That's mind blowing.
Yeah.
So you're in the same place as Legends. Legends.
Yes.
I remember. I forget how the story goes. But you told me when you went down to see DJ Quick, you'd have to bring like a rodent for his alligator.
No, you got it twisted up. No. When we moved there, we didn't have any way to buy some trees,
Yeah.
right? So we're trying to get that smoke.
Yeah.
And the only guy we knew was he had a crocodile.
yeah.
And he would say, he had a pet crocodile, and he would say, oh, you guys just got to bring some gerbils or some whatever from the pet store.
What the hell?
If you want
That's
to get
so good.
If you want to come by, yeah, it would be like,
No, what's up with that, dude?
You gotta.
I gotta bring a rodent to like hang. I can't.
didn't
just
know as
hang.
many people as I know in Vancouver.
Yeah.
I said it's a little hazy because with the podcast, all the stories kind of intertwine.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can get it
But,
easily mixed
you know-
up. But that's one of my favorite stories, man.
Nice.
So you gotta bring a rodent from my crocodile, and you want to get lit up,
Right, we didn't know enough people.
Holy
But long
smokes!
story short, we got to record some great music and worked with Quick and Jesse Johnson
Yeah.
from Morris Day in the time.
What?
He was also the bass player for Prince.
It's
for
some other
years,
effing time.
and we got to work with some great musicians and beautiful
What happened to
studios
that,
and
though?
stuff
Like,
like
did
that.
it get released?
The album never came out. We had about 50.
Do you have copies of it?
We can
damn.
hear it sometime. I'll show you the
I
song.
would
We got about
love to,
50.
dude.
We had about 50 songs by the time we went home. But we had, spent a lot of money on this project, over $1 million, and they knew that it would
What?
cost probably another $1 million to kind of put it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was DreamWorks, Steven Spielberg's label. Like
Yeah.
everything they did was big.
Yeah.
Way too big.
Yo.
Oh yeah, we'll do
Blow
that.
the budget.
Yeah, something that's 10 grand. You just put 100 on it, or
Yeah.
whatever.
What?
But they're spending our money
Yeah.
too, right? So that's why it was hard. And also just direction-wise, we could do everything in rap, which is a positive, but also can be a negative when you're being pulled in different directions.
Right.
Yeah.
So we could rap faster than most people. So there you go, make a fast one. Okay, now make a love song. Oh, now make a lyrical, deep, heartfelt one. But now make a pop song. Or now make a whatever. So they were kind of pulling us in different ways.
Crazy.
You gotta
But
play
yeah,
with that, man.
the
You gotta play
album
with that.
never came out, but the experience really boosted all of us.
Right.
and helped
So
us a lot
I was
with
gonna
our
say
life.
like to that effect is like I'm sure you learned a lot of stuff, but at the same time, like was it at all like profitable? Like was there some sort of sustainability outside of the experience that you had?
Well, we all got really nice signing bonuses. Like
You
we all
probably
got,
learned a lot. too,
Yeah,
being in
right?
LA,
yeah, we all got some of the most money we've ever got in our life.
Probably, yeah.
Got to move to LA
Yo.
and do the thing,
So you-
and then
that's
and
great.
after it was kind of like, okay, now just do your own thing. It's
Yeah. How
over.
do you think you got
Damn.
that?
So they were like,
how do you
cool.
think you got that yacht, homie?
Yeah,
Huh? You got a yacht?
yeah.
The window again.
No, but it was, it made sense financially.
Yeah.
we,
Due to
we
time-
did really well like that.
Nice.
Due to time, I want to get into gems because this is your latest project, right?
Yes.
Beautiful, front to back.
Thank
it's
you.
like one of my favorite projects that you've. It's
Beautiful,
probably my
thank you.
favorite project that you've done. There's a lot more. It's chilled out.
Yeah.
Do you still have that lyrical, like quick flow? But there's a lot of singing. It's easy listening, kind of mixed
Wicked.
with. Then every once
Thank
in a while,
you.
you come through with some bangers. It has everything in it. So tell me about like just taking that project on. How to go? How do you
Great,
from
thank
start
you,
to
man.
beginning?
I'm glad you liked it.
Or beginning to start? Or beginning to end? Dude, there's too much tea in me, bro.
I was making an album already, and then I linked up with Beast Van, with Dub G, who wanted to put the project out.
Yeah.
And I was basically trying to mix, like, I wanted to do something different than everyone's doing right now. Naturally, though, like not trying to be different, but just being myself.
Yeah.
So there was no trap music on it. I didn't really rap double time or anything fast.
Yeah.
I didn't even really swear.
Yeah.
You know, there's not even a lot of swear words on it. It was just kind of like a reflective, cool, vibey album.
Yeah,
and I wanted real musicians too, so I got a lot of bass players.
Brought some local talent.
Keyboards. Yeah.
You also brought some some of the old school dudes, and you have some of the guys from the States there too.
Yeah, for sure. I had Defug on there. My homegirl Neray, she's on Complications. She's gonna sing in the chorus. And me and her have been joking about that we got to do a song for 20 years.
Yeah.
We've been friends for 20 years. Like, when are we doing the song?
So
this is the song.
Oh,
finally. We're like, yes.
And what about that? Like, was she
dancing? That's good from like a high school friend to now. Like, as our first song we've made, I thought it was a beautiful collab.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah.
That wasn't her dancing, right?
No, that's Waukesha. Leah Waukesha. Leah McFly. She's an amazing dancer.
Okay.
From Montreal.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I second that.
Yeah, dope. Thank you. But so the album also, K-pop was on that.
Love K-pop.
Nice.
We gotta have him on the show. We're gonna have him on the show.
Well, we had him
Beast Fan artist. He's got an amazing voice. You know, dope rapper. My sisters Danny and Lizzie were on the project.
Oh, nice.
Danny Wormwood.
You just come from a legendary family,
right?
Hey,
thank you,
and wait, come on. Who's your pop?
Yeah,
Paul Hyde from the Payolas.
Pops.
What?
So much talent. So much
talent in your family, dude. Of course.
Every time that song comes on, I'm just like,
I ain't shocked. I ain't shocked that this guy is love a stranger.
Love it. I love it.
Love it,
Me too, man. Yeah.
So that album, I'm gonna say it's my favorite album of yours. Like I've been listening, like you get when we were in the earlier days. I remember going to your place and you gave me a stack of CDs.
Yeah,
like a stack. I still got them all. And I listen to every single one, and they're beautiful in their own way. And like I can hear you evolving through the albums, every single album. And I feel like this is like you keep getting better. It just keeps getting better. It's beautiful.
You,
so you're moving on to other things though. You're gonna be. You mentioned something. You didn't really give me any details, but you're gonna be. You're writing a book, and you're doing television. Maybe we should touch base on both of those things before we shut her down.
Yes, so the last year I've been writing a book about my travels and touring called Field Trips.
Yeah.
Yeah, so working on some publishing and distribution deals now. So either way, it'll be coming out this year, but hopefully coming out in, as an ebook, an audiobook, and as a coffee book in stores.
That's what's up. Yeah.
How deep are you right now?
The book's finished.
Oh, you're done?
Yeah, man. I finished the last chapter in the Middle East.
The process of writing a book, man, it must be difficult. I feel like this. How many pages?
Man, it was so cool to write something that didn't have to rhyme.
I'm saying I have a hard time getting.
I'm just saying, man. I've been trying to say what I feel from my heart, and everything has to fit perfectly in a mathematical formula and rhyme.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
With the right amount of verbs and adjectives and nouns, and it was just really cool just to flow. Sometimes, when I started writing the book, sometimes for a month or two, I wouldn't even want to write. And then sometimes the pen would catch on fire and just start writing chapters. And
is it just about your travels, or is it just about your travels, or is it about? Do you start from the beginning, kind of like from?
I start from the beginning, but it's about my travels mainly, my story, and some of my most memorable journeys and moments through hip hop and through travel.
Oh man, I can't wait to read.
And it's kind of about how I started traveling through music and through hip hop, and just fell in love with travel in general. And just with experiencing other cultures.
Well, yeah, man. All I ever see, there's a point, because we're on social media only, that it's like I was like, does he even live here, dude?
Nice, I like that. That's why it's called Field Trips, man.
You got that yacht money, huh?
Shout out my man Joe Nardi. He named me Field Trips as a funny nickname last summer. I was just going on so many little trips, and he goes, "Yo, Field Trips, chill it out, bro."
Field Trips,
calm down. I named my book that.
Some people ain't leaving their houses during the pandemic. I'm like, this is in the Middle East.
Yeah, I've always liked. It's funny because I'm a home person, so I have certain friends who are like, "You never leave your house." I'm like, dude, I leave my house a lot. But it's like when
homie, I'm in Dubai, bro.
Yeah. When I am in town, I'm I'm a very homebody, and
Yeah.
I like enjoying downtime and just spending time with small groups of people.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair, man.
Studying,
Yeah.
reading, watching documentaries, making my own art, creating,
Sure.
painting, writing, whatever, right? Those are the things that make me feel good on my downtime.
100%, man.
But I explore a lot outside of that. But I'm a very like home kind of dude. A lot of
Yeah.
times at home, yeah.
Yep. No,
You're
hey,
super cultured though, like you keep it like, you know, keep that open mind going and doing that. And man, what a blast of like information every time you go to a new place, right? Where
sure.
you have like an entirely different culture and it's just like boom, and having that open mind to like accept that and absorb that in. I mean, that's props in
Yeah.
itself. Like
Yeah.
For sure.
that
Thank
feeling
you,
is
man.
gotta be amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hopefully when this
For me,
COVID
it's been the
stuff's
best
over.
way to learn, you know, and best way to experience life. Like
Yeah.
when I travel and I learn things and check things out, I either come back and share them with
Sure, yeah.
with people here, my family and friends, or come back and go, yo, we got to go here.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they
yeah.
do the same. It's like we're all
it
scouting and
helps you
reporting
build,
the
too,
world
as a
to
human
each other.
being.
Right.
Yeah, man, it helps
Yeah.
you. I want to know. So you wrote a whole book.
Yes.
Are you are you allowed to give us like the best story out of the book? Is there a little, or is that giving too much away? Give us a second best story out of the book, because so people need to go buy the book.
Wow. Okay. One of the best. I never thought of that. That's a good question.
Yeah.
I guess one of the best stories I think of the book is our first Fourth World Tour.
Yeah, okay.
Which was just insanely unplanned. Like it was in the year 2000. We were just rugged underground rappers.
Right.
And with no shows set up, we toured Canada to Montreal
Yeah, yeah.
and back, drove the whole way. Taking over nightclubs forcefully, taking over the DJ booth, putting on our beats, moving the DJ out of the way, performing
Nice.
on street corners.
Yo, you bum rush the stage
We
and
brought
stuff?
every night for
That's
2 months
what's up.
in different cities, yeah. And then like brought tents. We would just sleep in a public park, you know, until police.
That's hip hop.
Police
Yo,
came
that's
in,
mad
police would
hip-hop,
come in the
man.
morning and go, "Why are you sleeping in the
Yeah.
downtown park?" And
Yeah.
we're like, "Nowhere to sleep, man." And
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was kind of like the minute we got home, we were like, "I would never do that again. That was insane." But the fact we did it
Yeah.
really was career defining and personality
Man,
defining.
ain't nobody know what
we
you're
just
talking
gave
about
it-
right now that are watching this show. They're just like, they did what? Like that's like, you know, that
It's
new
90s
new
underground
culture,
hip-hop, bro.
that new
Yeah.
like gen. No, I'm not gonna mess with that stuff because I don't want to get canceled. I'm just saying, yes. That's hip hop, brothers
It
and
is.
sisters.
That is hip-hop.
Okay, that's what's up, man.
I'll tell you what.
Standing
I'll tell
outside
you
with
one thing about
backpacks
hip-hop.
at 3 a.m, handing out
Hell
flyers
yeah.
with the last
All right.
shillings you had to make them. Like, you
sure.
know, that's hip hop, man. Props, brother.
Thank
I
you.
can't wait to read that book. So TV things. Let's shut her
Yeah.
down.
Oh,
with that one.
TV things.
Yeah, so we're shooting a pilot season in May, starting in May actually, of a new show called Travel and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
What?
And it's basically going to be just documenting what I've been doing, traveling and doing hip hop. There's going to be a few featured artists, musicians, graffiti writers, different things of each place that we go.
I know a couple of
And
guys
then-
that.
but I'll also be checking out the
just saying.
nature and the culinary scene and different things.
Just a
And,
couple, 2 guys that maybe I might have a reference for her. I don't know.
Nice.
Trying to get him out. Oh, yeah. You just want to get more TV?
Yeah.
bro.
Already on TV. I know. I get it.
Too hot for
I'm
TV.
fine more.
Greedy,
Yeah.
son.
Okay, fine.
So yeah, we're planning out a couple episodes.
You did it. You didn't get the button yet. You did the problem. Sorry,
Dave.
Dave.
It's all good. We're planning out a couple of the first episodes right now in Haida up in the Queen Charlotte
Get out,
Islands.
man. I love that.
Yeah,
Yo.
in the Kootenays, out in Alberta, and just some different parts of Western Canada where I can kind of safely,
know where this is gonna air?
safely
You have
travel right now.
Yeah.
When I don't know what's up, and then when I can travel out of Canada again, then we'll be doing the whole world.
Is this locked
Sick,
down?
dude.
It's going to be airing?
Yeah, we're going for it. I'm doing it with my sisters, Danny and Lizzie.
Yep.
And yeah, there's
It's already
a few-
signed on? Where are we going to be able to see it?
Don't know yet. Like as
Yeah.
of right now, YouTube. You know, we're just making our pilot
Yeah.
season.
Yo,
So we're gonna
okay,
do about
Oh,
so-
maybe this young brother might be able to help.
Yes,
yeah,
I
six,
can.
6 episodes, and then just go from there, right? So
Yeah.
we're pitching it, and
Dude, you
Well,
got
we could-
link with Tell us, brother.
Well, more than that, actually. We could talk off camera for other things to pitch to pilots. Anyways, all right. So, are we?
How we feeling, Jamie?
We're at 58 minutes.
Oh
yeah.
shoot!
We're
All
gonna play one of
right,
your videos.
guys, we're about
Nice.
to play it out with the. Well, actually,
Man.
yeah. Did you say min?
Man.
Ain't that
Let's slow it
about
down.
something?
Slow it down.
Don't
Slow
touch
it
my
down,
hands.
slow it down. Let's
Any,
vote.
seriously,
So, Dave,
what a guy.
Emotionz. It's a pleasure every single time I talk to you.
Sure, man.
I
You
learned
guys
something
do
else. Man.
great.
I've done hours and hours of interviewing with you, and I always learn something new. I always have a
Dope.
blast with you. You're a gentleman.
Same
One of the
here,
most, maybe the most talented. You hold this city down.
Dude,
You
we
hold
could
this
have
city
done a
down, man.
2 hour.
You've
Could
done
have
so
done a
much.
2 hour with you, buddy.
Yeah.
Easy.
So hard working.
Anytime, man.
Such
We
a beautiful
get the next
human
one
being.
in.
Maybe
So
we'll do a part
hardworking.
2
Hey,
when
thank you,
things
man.
are different. You know,
Yeah,
you
and
got
what you've done
more
with
stuff
this
going.
TV thing. Let's keep in touch.
But you always got
Yeah,
things
thank
going,
you,
man.
And
You
much
always
love.
got
I'm
things going.
excited about what you guys are doing, and
Thanks,
I've
brother.
always loved the media and the cool down to earth interviews that you do, and showing the real behind the scenes and the real sides
Sure.
of artists and music and
We
hip
try.
hop.
Yep. Yeah. man.
I don't even think we could cover everything if we tried, Mr. Emotionz.
Yeah.
Like there's so many different diverse parts. Yeah, that's enough with the verbal blowjobs. That's not really CRTC friendly.
Yeah.
But hey, thank you very much, Mr. Emotionz.
Well,
Thanks
hey,
for
actually,
coming
can you
out,
bring us
brother.
into this video, Dave?
Yeah,
Oh, right.
This video is called Complications. It's really cool. It's my first time co-directing
Yep.
too. I wrote the treatment and kind of had an idea for a video, and then Stewie Kubrick brought it home.
That's
Stewie
beautiful.
Kubrick, of
Yeah.
course
So he
did.
directed it as well and did the editing on it. Stoked. And
Tell
the,
us a little-
the
yeah,
dancer
I
on
was
it
gonna say, tell
is
us a little bit.
Leah McFly, Waukesha.
Yep.
Yeah, the story on the vid is just
She's beautiful, man.
Someone
She's
gets
like-
broken up with or stood up on a date and is just having a bad time, bump into some friends, and then they dance it off.
I feel like you can
Nice.
see her. I can feel like
Appreciate
you see that woman's aura. You know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah.
like something
So
about her
good.
when you watch it. You're just like,
She
we
could
get
go
it.
beautiful, man.
7
She's
minutes
so
over, it's
talented,
fine.
and yeah, shout outs to her.
Nice.
Hope you enjoy the dancing and the vid.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and
Alright,
Potato
well,
Head people on the production.
Oh, big up,
live,
Potato Head people.
live music, like live bass on the track and everything like that. So it gives it that,
Beautiful.
soulful feel.
What up, though?
Great job, man.
All right.
Love you having.
Thank you.
I love
All right.
having you on. Big up, Jamie. Love you,
Yeah.
dog.
Big up, Jamie.
Thanks,
Much
man.
love.
Right.
You guys are like Joe Rogan. You got an awesome Jamie in the
We
back.
got a better Jamie, in my opinion.
I see
man.
what you're doing.
Yeah, he's smarter.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
love you
y'all.
guys.
Let's bounce it out. Let's hear this video.
Much love.
Peace.
Thanks for having me.
Adios, muchachos.
To get through these complications, it's gonna take some patience. All these conversations about problems we be facing. So we spread those good vibrations and we dance outside when it's raining. Focus on creation. Namaste on my relations. To get through these complications, it's gonna take some patience. All these conversations about problems we be facing. So we spread those good vibrations and we dance outside when it's raining. Focus on creation. Namaste on my relations. That's just life. Fall in love, good weather, bad weather. Connect more than ever. Fall out of love together. But wait, I've been at these crossroads before. Say goodbye and I'm closing the door. I don't want any more. A lot of things don't get me high anymore. I'm still trying to catch a vibe and record. When it rains, it pours. I don't wanna open up an umbrella inside, but my neighbor's got a leak in the floor. You know what I'm saying? Glad to be alive on a Monday. Fixing up the vibe and the feng shui. Wanna feel the wrong way on the one way. The studio's my church on a Sunday. Express how you feelin', it's the best way you did it with a chest for the feelings and be blessed with the healing when you stress with a million things in your mind building. Feel the music when you fall into the feeling like I'm just coasting on the wave right now. Let's forget about all we got to do. I just wanna dance right here with you. I'm just coasting on the wave right now. Let's forget about all we got to do. I just wanna dance right here with you. I'm just coasting on the wave right now. Let's forget about all we got to do. I just wanna dance right here with you. I'm just coasting on the wave right now. Let's forget about all we got to do. I just wanna dance right here with you. To get through these complications, it's gonna take some patience. All these conversations about problems we be facing. So we spread those good vibrations and we dance outside when it's raining. Focus on creation. Namaste on my relations. To get through these complications, it's gonna take some patience. All these conversations about problems we be facing. So we spread those good vibrations, and we dance outside when it's raining. Focus on creation, namaste all my relations, that's just life. Jump around like I'm left eye, from the north, south, east, and the west side. It's the world gentrified like West Side. Sometimes you gotta leave the hood cause the rent's high, but I get that. Let me hit that blunt while I chit chat, fam on the vid chat. I'd rather kick back with a six pack of good people. I don't like it when the shit's packed, but we just riding, putting wind in your sails to keep gliding. When we hearing the music, we sliding. Feel the rhythm is so that's inside them, so we bouncing and we dance in the rain in the mountains. And if the shine is bright, and if the time is right, and if our minds unite, maybe we can share a vibe tonight. I'm just coasting on the wave right now. Let's forget about all we got to do. I just wanna dance right here with you. I'm just coasting on the wave right now. Let's forget about all we got to do. I just wanna dance right here with you. I'm just coasting on the wave right now. Let's forget about all we got to do. I just wanna dance right here with you. I'm just coasting on the wave right now. Let's forget about all we got to do. I just wanna dance right here with you.